You didn't see that. You didn't see that. Okay, welcome to birthday. So, okay, I don't know if it's a national thing, but at least where I live, this weekend is the fishing opener.
Yeah.
It's the first time you can legally fish in non-frozen lakes in the state of Minnesota. God, that is a good question. It's like, I know that the fishing license lasts for a certain amount of time, but then there's the fishing opener, and so it's like, okay, when is the period between you're allowed to ice fish and when you're allowed to regular fish? I don't know.
So
I don't know. But, since it's the weekend all about fishing, of course, my bird of the day has to be a bird who's good at fishing. And what bird is better at fishing than the osprey? Wait. Oh, yeah, the ospreys are the best fishers. But, there's another bird that they say are better, and that's the kingfisher. And today we're doing the American pygmy kingfisher, because I already did common kingfisher before. But this one is a little tiny baby kingfisher. Look at him. Don't you think he's cute?
beak. Look at that beak. That's an
Little
amazing little beak there.
Little beak.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, the American pygmy kingfisher. Kingfishers are such cute little birds. I like their beaks. Good long beaks. Good long fishing beaks. So, they're 5.1 inches long. I scoured all around. I couldn't find their wingspan. Really hard to say. I mean, based on some photos I saw, I would guess their wingspan is around 8 inches, but I can't tell you for sure. But I do know that they only weigh about 0.35 to 0.56 ounces. So they're...
One track, yeah.
I mean, 5.1 inches long. That's a small bird. That's a tiny little bird. These guys are so tiny. And they're like, wait, they're fisher birds? And they're not tiny? Well, yeah. And the other thing is, they don't exactly know the lifespans of these things. There hasn't been a lot of really good banding efforts, but other kingfishers around the same size in similar habitats have a lifespan around 15 years. So that's their best guess, but we don't really know. But yeah, if you look at this distribution map down here, it's like, oh, so these guys hang out in the Amazon rainforest. Yep, pretty much. They are Amazonian birds, but also you'll see them up through Central America and up into Mexico, hanging out in the Yucatan Peninsula. Going to Cancun for the winter or something. I'd go to Cancun.
Yep, keeping out of the mountains, though.
Yeah, well, don't want to go in the Andes. That'd be too cold. Well, the main reason is that they're in these areas is like you could actually have a bunch of empty spots for them because basically you're always going to find them around water. If there's open areas where there's not a lot of water, you ain't gonna find these guys. But yeah, they like to hang out around water, but typically fresh water. They prefer lakes and streams. In fact, that's I'm gonna go to the next slide here, and yeah, that's where they go. Is like lakes and streams, and yeah, they're pretty much always perched along all of those thousands and thousands of forks of the Amazon River, sitting on branches looking for a little fish to eat. And yeah, basically, if a fish is smaller than it is, it'll try to eat it. Long, slender fish, you're gonna eat it. Oh! Hello, unique default username. That's a very interesting username. Oh, wait, is that Talit? There's a Talit in the chat, and there's a unique default username, and that's interesting. I like that. You don't eat squirrels, right? No, I don't eat squirrels. No, I like squirrels. Squirrels are very cute.
Yeah.
And also about the same size as me, but very hard to eat one.
It would take a couple days, yeah.
Yeah, besides, I got an afro squirrel with me right now.
Yeah.
And actually, I think afro squirrel is a little tiny squirrel in the pocket, and there's just some reason a human there. There's a human behind him.
Nope, I actually am the person.
Oh, okay. Oh, Talit is also follow. Thank you for the follow, Talit. I appreciate it.
That does some very confusing smash or pass streams.
Smash, pass, smash. Anyway, oh, I was gonna show you a video. That's why you saw that other screen pop up. I'm gonna play a video real quick. Look at, oh, come on. Why you gotta resize on me like this?
You too, but you have one job.
I'll show it at the end of the video. God damn it. All right, there he is. So see, look, they got a little fish. Little Bobby. So this one right here is a female. And the way you can tell is you see it's got that band across the front of her chest, that little dark spot on her chest. Females have that, males do not. So this one right here is a female. And isn't she pretty? She's a pretty little girl. And yeah, it's a pretty small branch. She's just hanging on, looking over the water, trying to see. Hey, maybe there's a fish. Yeah, a lot of there weren't very many good videos on YouTube of kingfishers that were either super boring or way too long. There's some really good ones, but they're really long. But I'm gonna go check them out because they're pretty cool little birds. But yeah, and I mean little because they are half the size of most kingfishers, hence why they're called pygmy kingfishers.
Tiny little birds.
Tiny little birds, and they're also, kind of temperamental. They hang out by themselves, except when mating and rearing young. But otherwise than that, they are gonna go around and be like, "This is my spot. This is my fishing spot." Like the size of budgies? Yeah, I would say, yeah, pretty close to budgies. Their tails aren't as long. They got shorter tails than a budgie. And I think they're a little more rotund than a budgie. Budgies are super cute. I like budgies. But yeah, they kind of hang out on their own. They're like, "This is my fishing spot." And if you know fishermen, you don't take a fisherman's spot. That's, it's bad karma. Bad karma. This is my fishing spot, and if you come in my fishing spot, you can get the heck out of here. They do make little calls, but their calls aren't very loud. Just kind of little soft little chirps every here and then. It was tough to find an audio sample of it. But yeah, they pair up for a season when they want to make some babies. And the males are basically going to show off their, it's the colors of the feathers. It's the big thing. They kind of fluff up their feathers and do a little call. Not too much of an elaborate dance or anything like that. Not like a bird of paradise. But yeah, once the lady will be like, "Yeah, you seem good." They mate, and then the female incubates the eggs by herself, but the male stands guard and protects her. And then once the babies are born, both parents will go gather food and feed it to the young. So, good dads. But they do not mate for life, and basically after the babies leave the nest, the male's like, "All right, have a nice life. See you around." And off they goes. And they may mate again in the future, but it's not typical. But, for a lot of birds, that's pretty typical. Male sticks around, raises his own kids, and then he's gone. At least he raises his own kids. He's not like a hummingbird who's just like, "Hey, baby, let's get it on. Oh, you're pregnant? Bye!"
Classic bird dad.
Classic hummingbirds. Okay. And despite being called the kingfisher, they don't have any authority over any other birds like that. Oh yeah, I was just talking about their clutches are almost always 3 eggs, sometimes 2, sometimes 4, and they actually burrow like little tube-shaped nests into soft ground, like especially wet water on the shore of, it's kind of weird. They like little burrows, and they can be like up to 40 centimeters deep of just like a tube-shaped nest, which I think is kind of neat, kind of weird. But they've also been seen to like, "Oh, there's a termite nest. We're just gonna drill into here," and the termites are like, "What the fuck?" And they'll be like, "Hey, well, I'm incubating these eggs. If I eat some of you?" And they're like, "What the fuck?" But they can't do anything because kingfisher is not made out of wood.
Yeah. So they have authority over the termites then.
Yeah, sure.
Okay,
They're like,
"Hey,
right. I ate your queen. I am your queen now." Yeah. So, my final thoughts on the pygmy kingfisher. Well, like I say, I like them. I like someone who's a real good hunter. Their fishing techniques are pretty neat. Just diving right into the water, grabbing a little fish and hopping out. They do have pretty oily feathers, so they're actually able to slide through the water and not stay too wet. Kind of similar to a duck. And boy, that aerodynamic beak lets them just cut right through. Because, they're not like a stork where they could just stand in the water and peck down at something. No, they got to go full-on dive, and I think that's pretty cool. It's pretty commendable. And they're cute. I mean, look at it. It's so cute. And what do you guys think?
I
They're
like
cute,
it.
but don't let them
Yeah.
hear you say that.
I like how they actually do have authority over termites. Not other fish, but
Yeah.
termites at least. Yeah, that's something. So
Yeah, this one here, we got another lady.
yeah, you do. Yes.
Wait, go back to this page. Yeah, there's a male. There's a male on this page. That's a male. That's a male. Male, male, female, female. Yay!
Yay!
Yeah, they're super cute. Super cute. I like them a lot. Kingfishers, it's like, you're kind of a water bird, but you're not a water bird. You just eat fish. Kingfishers and osprey, they ain't water birds. They're just fish eating birds. So they hang around water. Not like a goose or duck or a... Of course, Kelky wants me to do a stork. I'll do a stork soon. I feel like I've just done a couple water birds recently, so I gotta do some non-water birds. But, Bird of the Day 100 is coming up soon, so
Yes,
keep an
it
eye
is.
out for that. I think this is either 94 or 95. I really gotta do a count. I gotta do a count.
A lot of numbers. It's hard.
Anyway, we're gonna call this Bird of the Day done. And we're gonna
Yay.
get to the game.